Hello everybody, it's Miss Hodgson and welcome to today's tutorial on how to make a paper bird mobile. Now this is a very simple origami technique that we're going to be using today. Now this is a very simple origami activity and all you'll need for it is some paper and a pencil, a pair of scissors and something to colour in, so felt pens or colouring pencils or maybe even some watercolours. Okay, let's begin. Now you'll want to make 5 strips of paper that are approximately 4 centimetres wide. Now if you wanted to, you could use a ruler and measure out your gaps of 4 centimetres. I just cut mine by eye. You could draw a line if you needed to follow it, but you're just going to roughly cut 4 centimetre strip, like so. And you're going to need 5 of those to make a mobile. Now you might end up loving this so much that you end up making lots of them and you can make different shaped mobiles, but this basic one I'm going to show you just needs 5 birds. Okay. Once you've got your strip, you're going to tie a knot in the paper. Now if you've cut your paper too thick, it won't knot. It'll be very difficult to get it to tie, and that's because the paper's too wide. If that happens, all you need to do is trim off a little bit and try again. And then you just need to flatten down the paper. There you go. So you've just made a knot in a piece of paper. That's it, first stage done. Next we need to cut it into the shape of the bird. So once you've got your knot, you need to be holding it so it looks a little bit like a V shape, and the left hand side is going to be the bird's face and the right hand side is going to be the bird's tail. So if you take the bird's head, I'm doing this freehand, but you could draw it with a pencil if you wanted. I'm just going to draw, or cut I should say, a slight arc with a point at the top, and that makes our bird's head. And then to make the bird's tail, you just turn it this way and cut a big V shape to give yourself your bird's tail, and it's that simple. You've now made your bird. So you need to make 5 of those and then we'll have a look at how to decorate them. Now you'll see from the birds that I've made into my mobile, I used felt pens, very bright colours, and I used 2 colours for each bird to make a sort of stark, bold pattern, if you like. I also had a go at trying to use watercolours and blending and shading colours together to make almost like rainbow style birds. So however you decide to decorate them is completely up to you, but I'll show you the pattern I decided to use on my felt pen ones. So what you need to do is first of all mark on the face. So I'm just going to draw a beak. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, so I've marked on a beak and an eye. Let's make that eye a bit bigger. There we go. And now I'm going to mark on some feathers. So on this part, the trapezium shape, I'm going to draw on some feathers. Like so. And then I'm just going to mark on the tail now. Now you could choose to do that with pencil or just go straight ahead and mark it with a black felt tip pen, or you can add the black felt tip pen afterwards. So once you've got your feathers drawn on, it's really up to you to colour. I like to choose colours that combine well together. So things like orange and green are good together, or pink and green, or yellow and blue. It really doesn't matter, your choice, but something nice and bold and cheerful. Here goes. So there we have it. You've coloured in your birds. There's 4 here, but I suggest making 5. And then we're ready to think about turning them into a mobile. So for that, you'll need a stick of some description. If you're close to the outdoors, you might be able to find a stick outside. I'm just going to be using a wooden skewer that you'd use on the barbecue or in cooking. I happen to have painted mine green. You don't have to. You can just use a felt pen. I've used acrylic paints on this one. Now you want to get rid of this sharp end, so all you need to do is get a pair of scissors. You might need a grown-up to help you with this, and you're just going to chop the end off and make sure there's no sharp bits left. There we go. Ready to use as your stick for your mobile. Okay, the first part is we're going to be making the bit of string at the top, or attaching the bit of string I should say, that's going to hang the mobile up. So you need to cut a piece that's a little bit longer than the stick itself. You can use ribbon, of course, any string you like, whatever you've got to hand. Now I'm just going to teach you how to do a little knot for this to work. Can't remember what it's called. I think it's called a half hitch, I'm not sure. But what you need to do is you need to make one loop, so you're turning the string over on top of itself like a rabbit hole, and you're going to make another rabbit hole. So like you've got two almost like bunny ears there. You put the left bunny ear on top of the right bunny ear. If I can do that, there we go. And poke your stick through. I don't know if you can see, and now I'm just going to tighten the string, and that should be now a nice secure knot. I'll do one more so you can see it the other side. You're going to make two bunny ears. So take the string, put the right finger over on top of the left finger, one loop, and make a second loop, like so. So you've got two little loops, a bit fiddly. Put one loop on top of the other, and then put your stick down the hole and pull tight. There we go. And now you've got your stick hanging ready for your birds to attach. Now of course you want to tidy the ends up, so just chop those off. Now you might want to place out your birds first before you cut the string, just so you know roughly where you want them to hang. You don't want them all to be the same length, or they'll bump into each other. So it's probably good to have long ones on the side and shorter ones in the middle. Okay, so I've got my 4 bits of string ready. I'm going to attach the outside ones first. So all you need to do is turn your bird over and attach a piece of sellotape to the back. There we go. So that's bird number 1 ready to hang on. So I'm going to tie it quite close to where the first knot is at the end here. Now once you've got all your birds tied on, you can just tidy it up by snipping off all the ends. And there you have it. If I can move my camera, I'll show you the one that I made earlier a little bit closer up. There you go. Now the tying on part at the end is quite fiddly, so you might need a grown-up to help you with that. But otherwise, you should be able to have fun enjoying making your birds by yourself. Now if you find that you've made lots and lots of birds and you want to make a bigger mobile, you could always get 2 sticks, tie them together in the centre, and then you can hang lots of birds from each side and make a mobile that you could hang in the centre of the room rather than up against a wall or a window. Hope you've enjoyed today's activity. Enjoy making it at home, and as always, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you know when my next video is uploaded. Hope you're doing well, and take care. Bye.